Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So today this is a look that I did, and I was trying to create the Zoe Kravitz look. So if you guys want to know how I did this and achieved it, keep on watching. So as you can see, I pretty much did the entire head already, but I left the two strands out to show you guys. I first used that Shine and Jam, and it's kind of gonna go fast for the first one that I do, but I'll definitely slow it down. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you get a good jam that's a holding jam or some type of jam that doesn't have a lot of water content. This is important because whenever you're doing braids, if you use, let's just say, an Eco Styler gel, that's a water-based gel. So at first it's going to seem like it's smoothing out your hair, but later on it'll start to curl up. So you really want to make sure you get a jam instead of a gel. So the Shine and Jam that I have is the red one. I used it in my previous video for the curly ponytail, but like I said before in that video, that one is for braiders. So this jam definitely works for braiding purposes. So again, I will show you how I installed that braid, but that's just a quick, if you guys are quick with it, with watching something one time and then you can go with it, then that's how I did it. But for everyone else who is like me, I'll show you how I did it. So this is the piece of hair that I'm first working with. You want to make sure you grab all the hair out of it, or out of the hair that you're working with. You want to make sure you grab all the pieces, and you want to get a little bit of the Shine and Jam. You don't need a lot at all. You want to get a piece of the hair, and you're kind of going to wrap your index finger around the hair, kind of making an L shape. At the same time, you're going to use your pointer finger and your thumb to grab your hair and then put the fake hair underneath of your hair. So you kind of wanted to make sure it looks like that. I tried to zoom in. The quality isn't as good as I want it to be, but this is what I'm working with. So yeah, so you just want to make sure that the fake hair is underneath of your hair. Once it's underneath, make sure it's at the scalp, because if it's not at the scalp, then it's not going to work. And then you just braid as normal. It's really important for you to make sure that it's at the scalp and not further down, because if it is further down, it is going to slip. So once it's directly at the scalp, then you just want to braid as normal. So the reason why I'm pretty sure you guys saw with the other braid was that I made sure that I didn't braid all the way down. I didn't braid all the way down because I'm going to curl them later with perm rods. So as you're braiding this, you want to definitely make sure you interchange the pieces of hair with each other, if that makes sense. So if you don't have that much hair on the left side, then you want to take some hair from the right side and put it to the left side. You want to make sure that the braid is even all throughout. So that's the braid, and you see that I have my ends that are not all the way braided down. So I got these soft twist perm rod sets. They come in multicolor. I got it from my local beauty supply store. It was about, I want to say $15 to $20. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember, but you can get them from the local beauty supply store. So what I'm doing pretty much for the front and a little bit of the sides is using the orange. They're not called perm rods. Forget what they're called. Flexi Rods. There you go. So I used the orange Flexi Rods, and I wrapped it around the hair, pretty much the ends. I really wanted to make sure I got that because those are what's going to be curly. You want to wrap it, but make sure that it's not pulling on your head while you're doing it. You don't want to be uncomfortable. So again, I did that on the sides as well, and it's okay if you have to undo them and then re-roll them back up. That's perfectly normal. You didn't do anything wrong, but you just want to wrap it around, start from the bottom of the Flexi Rod and then roll your way all the way up. The further you roll it up, the higher your curl is going to be. So I kind of wanted my curl to kind of start, I guess, where my collarbone is. So I rolled it all the way up to kind of where my collarbone is. After you roll it up, you want to make sure you kind of smash them down or fold it over. Now for the back, I decided I wanted to use the purple ones. The purple ones are a little bit, I guess you could say, thicker. So the curl isn't going to be as tight when you're using these Flexi Rods. So again, I'm rolling them the same way that I rolled the orange ones. And then you want to smash it together like how you would like a sandwich, I guess you can say. It's important that when you do this, you don't get a whole lot of hair all in one. If you're like me, as you can see, I was in a rush, and at this point I was tired of doing them. But it gets like that, and it's okay. You just have to remember to separate it. Now, this whole process of me doing the braids took me close to the entire day, and that was only because I was doing them by myself. I didn't have anyone part it for me or anything like that. So these braids do take some time, but it was all worth it. I had these braids in for about a month, and it was doing pretty good. If you look at my Instagram, you'll be able to see it. It's Queens Neatly Crowned. So yeah, you can see how I wore them. But yeah, these braids did take a long time. Some people ask, well, how many did you do? Definitely, I do not know. But I know in the back, I started off with, I want to say 10 to 12 braids, and then I'll just work my way from the back, and then I finished at the top. So after you wrap them all around, then that's when you want to make sure you have boiling hot water. And I used, like, you know, the regular stove water, and I just put them in. Once you put them in, you just take them down. There isn't a specific way on how you take them down. You just simply take them down. After you take them down, you want to get this olive oil mousse. This is the mousse that I decided to use. We use any kind of mousse. This kind of pretty much seals the braids and makes sure that the curl doesn't go anywhere, and it kind of gives it like a little bit of a shine too. And this is pretty much it, you guys. So yeah, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think.